bad. I think it's a little funny or whatever. But yes, like I've been online lately and just viewing videos of people's reactions to like things being done to them. And it's in reference to my other live that I made that says, "You're really weak for that." I don't think that's the title, but it's saying, "You're really weak." Um, and it was talking about turning into the things that we despise, turning into the things that we don't like, being who we're not, you know, becoming an abuser because you was abused, treating people wrong because you was mistreated, cheating because you was cheated on, doing things that are outside of your character. So back to the main reason when I was talking about reactions to, like people's cars being towed for improper cause, people being arrested for no reason, getting ticketed for no reason, even though the person's not in the wrong, but their actions, you know what I'm saying? Because in one of the videos, the guy was saying, just because you gave me a hard time, oh, I'm gonna tow your car. Oh, and the cop was asking him, do you want to retract your statement? Retract your statement. Don't talk to me like that or whatever like that. This, that, and the third, or that woman that was pulled out her car, by the police officer, and she was just talking to him vile and vulgar. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying anyone's wrong or right, but what I'm saying is that be you. If you're not a disrespectful person, why are you going out your way to disrespect someone that they're just trying to do their job, and not saying that they're right or what they're doing is right, but they're just doing what they was told to do, or what they was taught to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're being disrespectful to them. It's not making anything better. Even if you're correct and you're pulling up the law, you're showing them, hey, you cannot do this. This is not the law. But is you ever heard that saying? Is not what you do, is how you do it. How you present things. You know what I'm saying? You have to be so outlandish with it. You know what I'm saying? So ludicrous with it to a point that it makes people, like the guy said to the officer, you're allowing, and it was so conflicting because he was doing the same thing. He was saying, hey, y'all, you're putting your pride before the law because it's unlawful what you're doing to me right now. But since I talk to you a certain way, your pride is now in the way, and now you're doing something unlawful to make my life harder, to make, you know what I'm saying? It's like that saying, you get more bees with honey. You know what I mean? And if you're not this disrespectful person, and you're not this vile, vulgar, ludicrous person, why are you allowing people to take you out your character if that's not you? Represent yourself in the right way that you will want to be seen in. You know what I'm saying? We make excuses because, because they did that, and it's all emotional based. You know what I'm saying? Making you come up out your body because you couldn't control your emotions. You know what I'm saying? So anyone else seeing that video or around the world or people close to you may misperceive you as something that you're not, because in that moment, you know, something was being done that you did not like. You know what I'm saying? And in some instances, they're not life-threatening instances. There's no need for you to be, going all out your way to act that something that you're not. You know what I'm saying? Some instances, people are popping off on a police officer as soon as they roll down the window. What the F? Cursing them out. You're da 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 da. Police officers ain't even get to say what they pulled them over for yet, what's the cause, or anything yet. And they're just going off. And you expect everyone to believe that you're a great law abiding citizen and that you have morals and respect and values. We can't see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, represent yourself correctly. You know what I'm saying? You didn't even hear what the officer had to say. As soon as you rolled your window down, you had smoke. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you don't know everyone's posture. So yeah, even sometimes if you are in the right and you're being wrong, you don't know what's going on in that person's world. Crazy things are happening where people are flipping at the drop of a dime. They're risking their livelihoods, you know, doing these crimes just because off of emotions. So yeah, you might be right. You might absolutely be right. But the way you go about it might actually, yeah, is the effect thing I'm using, right? 20 of me, could you imagine? Hello, be a problem out here. But the way that you're going about it may end your situation way worse than what it could have been if you would have just handled it properly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just control yourself. Take a couple deep breaths. And sit on it. God in the Bible it says, don't vent your anger, quietly sleep on it, hold it back. You know what I'm saying? So we all should be trying to practice these things. And it's easier said than done. Oh, believe me. Way easier said than done. Because listen, I ain't gonna tell you nothing I ain't been through experience. And I listen, through experience is definitely easier said than done. Because in that moment, especially when you know you are right, just because you're right does not give you the right to disrespect someone. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're right does not give you the right to disrespect someone or to be vile, vulgar, and mean and just outright outlandish. That does not give you the right. You know what I'm saying? Treat people how you want it to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would Jesus do? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that you're wrong. We all have things we need to work on, and we don't know how anybody day or life is going. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you might be in the right, but that one incident might turn into your life being taken because you wanted to be so disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't have to go that way, but yet you want to turn around and play victim when it's time to explain your story. You know what I'm saying? Oh, now you're this soft-spoken person. You know what I'm saying? Where was your morals and values and your integrity, while the situation was happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, keeping your cool and your composure and representing yourself, you know what I'm saying? Even when being done wrong. You know what I'm saying? Just like the man, he killed like 8 of his kids and a baby mom, just because I don't know for sure the reasons, but from what I'm hearing and seeing on the internet, she wanted to leave him, or was infidelity involved. You know what I'm saying? And of course his mental was not there for him to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anyone that's in a good mental space would have done that. The right thing, a person in the right mind state would have, either tried to win her back, work it out, or just left in peace. Okay, that's what you want, all right. But we don't react in those ways. We crashing out, you know what I'm saying? And it's is the generation of the crash outs. Like, that's what I'm gonna start calling it. It's not YNs, it's everybody, even 30, 40, 50 year olds. We got to stop blaming it on YNs. Oh, this generation, we raised them, you know what I'm saying? And they saw us flipping out and being outlandish and vile and vulgar. And kids and youngins, they do what they see, not what you tell them. So you could be telling your son or daughter, please be respectful to people. But if every interaction they see of you with another person is disrespectful, how are they going to follow that? It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? So don't make things harder than what it needs to be. Just like when sometimes police officers, when I watch some videos, they're arresting people and they're telling the person, hey, look, don't make this situation worse, sir. I don't want to have to give you another charge of resisting. Hey, you might disagree, might be in the right, but right now is not the time. Wait for, the proper time when you get the ticket, when you get your court date, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But please don't give me a hard time arresting you because I don't want to give you another resisting charge. A person that's not in control of their emotions or, their mental, they still gonna be flipping out. They gonna get that resistant charge, and they might get tased too and bit by the dog. You know what I'm saying? But a person that's in control and is in the right mental state, they're going to say, okay, you know what? Let me take all the information. I'm going to make sure I'm recording. I'm going to make sure I get all the officers involved, badge number, I'm going to get my complaint, get my lawyer, and do what I need to do. It's not about winning a battle. It's about winning the war. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will win the little battles, but it's about at the end who's gonna win the war. You know what I'm saying? It's like they say, the last will be first and the first will be last. Don't rush always to do something. Don't rush and be full of pride because you are right. Just because you're right does not give you a right to act out, especially if it's not life threatening. There's no reason for it. You know what I'm saying? If somebody easily flip you a switch like that, they're controlling you. A person that can make you react a certain way has control over you. If they know, hey, I know this person gonna pop off. I know this person is gonna do this, so I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? That is control. It's like they have a remote control of you. Oh yeah, let me do this because I know they said they don't like it. Boop. Oh, they popping off. They crashing out. Now I can say they crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now I can flip it back on them, even though I was wrong from the gate. Now I have the right to say it's them and not me. You know what I'm saying? So don't let people control you. Don't let others' actions control your actions. You know what I'm saying? Be who you are. Don't be weak and succumb to, you know, being done wrong and doing more wrong. That never fix anything. You know what I'm saying? Being the evil that's coming against you is just making more evilness. Is not fixing anything. You know what I'm saying? Especially us, people of color. We got to watch how we act, Not saying it doesn't give a right for every other race to act vile and vulgar, but I'm just saying it's a war against us. You know what I'm saying? They looking for us to act out. They expecting it and suspecting it and using it against us so often and making this the face of us, like that's all of us, and it's not. Let's just do better, y'all. Let's be better and do better and implement and make sure we are doing the things we need to do to represent ourselves properly. If you're not a disrespectful person, don't become a disrespectful person, even if you are being disrespected. If you're not a disrespectful person, even if you are being disrespected, you do not have to react in a disrespectful way. Hey, I'm not disrespectful. This person come cursing me out, I'm not going to curse them back out. You know what? I rebuke you in the name of Jesus and I'm going to walk off. I'm going to pray for you. Okay, have a good day. I'm not going to stoop to your level. You know what I'm saying? Even though I did nothing in the wrong. And I could say, you know what? They started with me first and this, that, and the third. It's just, let it go. They ain't attacking you or it ain't life threatening. Keep your cool. And sometimes it starts off non-threatening, but we make it threatening to a point. Now it is life or death because we made it that way. All starting with our words. All starting with, being something that we're claiming we're not. So that's my little spill for today. Guess y'all have been taking a little break from social media, and I've been so happy, honey. So happy. so happy. I feel like being in there so much or letting it consume so much of your time is just like emotions. Um, if you're around sad people, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be sad. If you're around angry people, 9 times out of 10 that anger gonna rub off on you. It's just like social media. All the things being on it, it start rubbing off on you, and they not really your true feelings. So I will say, if you haven't taken a break from social media, do it. You deserve it. Have some peace, freedom. Um, Enjoy the time with your family. You know, do the things that you've been not doing because you've been doom scrolling. You know what I'm saying? Um, and just enjoy life, the moment, the little things. But that's my little spiel for today. I hope y'all have a marvelous week. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. And I love y'all. Have a good day. Yes, yes.